Welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Box Seat. I'm Adam McGrath and joined by Mark Olmos. Mark, 7 races to take a look at, and again a soft track with plenty of rain around Perth.
Yeah, 7 races. Welcome to our viewers as well, Adam. Tough act to follow up. 4 winners, tipping half the card on Saturday. Let's hope you can keep it up, mate.
Fingers crossed that we do find plenty in this race card. Let's take a look at the conditions that we are going to be faced with. The Mooble Rally is out 15 metres with a cutaway in the straight, a soft track as I mentioned, and a little bit of rain expected throughout the day, so do keep an eye on all of that. Race number 1, we start with a staying event. We're used to seeing the 2-year-olds in recent times, but 2100 metres, 9 horses to take a look at.
Yeah, Class 3 event, Adam. But we'll go straight into the replay of number 1 Dance Master, just holding off Champagne Henny.
To the outside, Harpoon winding up, then Harlem Moon down by the 350 now. Champagne Henny reaches the lead from Little Miss Mac. The run came for Dance Master. Torte Caprese is still battling on Will. Then Harlem Moon followed further back behind them. Tommy Toucan. Dance Master reaches the lead at the 100 though from Champagne Henny, who's coming back. Dance Master, Champagne Henny coming again. Dance Master, Champagne Henny went to the post, I think.
Good performance there by Dance Master, and I think this is a horse that's going to improve with the step up in distance. You take a look at the form lines around Assurance, Vega Magic and also Astronomite. They were very strong going into that race, was backed in late as well. I thought it was a really good ride by Randy Town on that occasion. He was patient. Barrier 7, 57 kilos here as well. As I said, the step up in distance is ideal, has also won on a soft track, so there's plenty of ticks here for Dance Master.
Yeah, I couldn't see Randy Town riding it previously, but he rode it like he knew the horse. Last little bit there, Champagne Henny got to it and looked like it headed it, but a few taps with the whip in the final stages just ensured that he got over the line. We've also got in the race number 4 Rocket Queen. This mare, just forget last start, she pulled up with a sore foot, I think the stable said. So interesting. I think she's better than this field, but it'll be interesting to see how she goes here.
Yeah, as you said, you just put a line through that because you go to the start before over 2100 metres on a soft track and is only beaten 2 lengths by Ros Martini. That form is good enough to win this race by about 3 lengths. So if she can show similar runs to that, as she should just be winning this race, especially now that she has a claim as well. So with Jordan Turner riding 54 kilos, so she's 1.5 kilos lighter than she was when she finished that 2 lengths to Ros Martini. So as you said, you can't rule her out. I think she'll certainly be in one of the winning chances.
Number 3 as well, Sonnen, who was scratched from Saturday for this, so this looks a much easier assignment.
Just hasn't lived up to the hype that we expected from the campaign. This is a good runner in my opinion, but just struggled throughout. They've tried everything as well. If you take a look at the last 5 riders, at Paul Harvey, Brad Parnham, Jarrad, Noske, now Mature Otier as well, I think he may suit this animal as well. He's riding really well. Barrier 3 here, the winkers go on as well. As you mentioned, scratched from Saturday, this is a much weaker assignment and again can play a part in the race. But I'm going to tip number 1 Dance Master. I think the soft form and the step up in distance is ideal. From number 5 Princess Jasmine, 3 Sonnen and 4 Rocket Queen.
I've got the 4 on top, Adam. Rocket Queen from the 1 Dance Master, number 3 Sonnen and 2 Midnight Banquet.
Race number 2 at Belmont Park. It is Perth. Race number 4 for our Singapore viewers. It's over the 1200 metres. 3-year-olds running and a few of these having their first career starts.
Yeah, an interesting field. A lot of trial form to go through for this race. But we'll have a look at the replay of the most recent trial of number 3, Get Over It.
Outside now to try and run on is Spirited Snitchell, and coming through in the middle nicely is Secret Smile now to give chase to Glow Joe. So Secret Smile moved up with Ocean Clipper on the outside, and about to join in with a good run is Get Over It. It's got them covered. Get Over It has sprinted quickly on the outside and stormed to the front. Is looking good, and Get Over It raced away to win from...
I thought this was a really good trial by this galloper, this 3-year-old gelding by Saxon, was just held in a position throughout. But when Sean McGrady was able to move off the fence and shift out, this horse just attacked the line strongly and picked them up with ease as well. The time was pretty handy for that type of day as well. And I think with the blinkers on, Barrier 8 just getting that nice run throughout with a bit of speed in the race. I think Get Over It, if it gets that cushy run, can finish over the top and with the 1200 metres.
I love the way Sean McGrady just allowed the horse to settle under him, jumped really well, but then a few went past him and was allowed to settle midfield on the fence. And then, as you mentioned, Adam, in the straight, got across 3 sets of heels and hit the line really, really strongly like you'd want to see a horse do. Number 1 as well, Deadly Shot, having its first start as well, was a $20,000 purchase. The blinkers go on. Recent trial was good behind Invincible Mode, who we know's a winner.
Yeah, it was a really good trial, I thought, this one. If you take a look, Invincible Mode's pulling out. Now we know that's Saturday form lines over the 1,000 metres. And Deadly Shot looked as though it was just going to be left for dead, but then all of a sudden, KNUCKEY allowed it to go and it started moving up. The question mark was, though, it just seemed to peak that last 100 metres. And for mine, in the 1,000 metre trial, then having a bit of time off, that trial was on the 20th of June. Now 1,200 metres from a wide gate as well with the 59 kilos. Although I think it's a winning chance, I just thought there was some others that you could like in the race.
Number 10 is one of those for me. Petite Dancer, the winkers go on. It's a Bob and Sandra Peters owned filly by Street Cry out of a mare, Petite Belle. Now, Petite Belle's dam was a was a Winterbottom winner back in 1994, I think it was, when it was a Group 2 over 1,400 metres. Look, the trial wasn't anything superb, but I think as the races get longer for her, she's going to get better, and watch out for her come the springtime.
Yeah, look, I think you're right. The trial wasn't great. I thought she was under a fair bit of pressure after having the easy run throughout, but she's one that is going to appreciate that extra distance. Look, we know that the Cerise and White runners can come out and win any race on debut as well, but I agree with your thoughts there. I just think that this is just one that you sort of watch her go around. She should be attacking the line strongly and should take plenty of improvement from her as well, and that's why I'm going to select number 3 here at Get Over It. From 2, Equine Whiz, number 1, Deadly Shot, and 7, Diamond Jolson.
A very intriguing race, which I think will be a good form reference as we go later into this spring, but I've got all the fillies in my numbers. Number 10, Petite Dancer. From the 7, Diamond Jolson. Number 11, Regina Massis. And number 12, Samovar.
Race number 3 at Belmont Park. It is Perth. Race number 5 for our Singapore viewers. It's a Class 1 handicap over the 1,650 metres. I'm intrigued to see this race because there's a few non-winners in this. Charlestown took a long time to break through. So did KOSTYAZILCH, and then Witness in Court had a number of minor placings as well. They've all found that victory. Now can they go on with it?
Of course, we just saw Champagne Henny get beat in the first replay here, but let's have a look at Charlestown, who last week was just nabbed by Bergio.
Eyes wide open, just getting buffeted around back in the field by the 300 metre mark. Danarip's Girl loomed up on the outside of Kim Shanghai. Warwick letting down Charlestown along the fence. Here's Bergio, though, winding up. Bergio right down the outside, coming with Special Jewel. Charlestown against the rail, but Bergio, it's turned it on this afternoon, really rebounding, and Bergio pulls away to beat.
There's a good run there by Charlestown on that occasion, just a better run by Bergio. I thought. I don't think Charlestown did anything wrong. The form line's an intriguing run of this one. 7-year-old now, has had a 10 career starts, got its first victory 2 starts ago, and has placed on 5 occasions. I think the step up in distance is ideal. Barrier 5 should get a really nice run. The earmuffs go on as well, and I just think that with this extra distance, this horse can be winning.
Yeah, even though a beaten favourite last start, don't discount that run. It was on the inside where I don't think the horses were better suited, but Bergio was enormous coming from the back. Not too many others made ground on that day. As you mentioned, Adam, we've also got number 3, KOSTYAZILCH from the Steve Wolf yard. Blinkers off and visors on. It was a nice last start winner at Northern.
Yeah, it was, and now you just wonder if this horse can go on with it, because again, take a look, it took 15 starts, it placed on 9 occasions, now it has the victory next to its name as well. Still a slight gear change, which just shows, I think, that they're still trying to figure this animal out, but the 3 runs before that had finished second, was a third before that. The form lines are reasonable around Big Cabbage, Special Jewel as well. So I'm hoping just for the Wolf stable and for this galloper, that win just now breaks the shackles a little bit and this horse can go on with it.
Number 4 as well, Witness in Court. The blinkers go on. This son of Star Witness. Now, a really well-bred galloper. These Star Witnesses are flying at the moment. They're beautiful-looking animals. One that won its recent start at Northam in a maiden company very, very nicely.
Yeah, look, it was a good performance. Big question marks over the other runners in that field, and I think big question marks for this galloper, the form lines before that. So the 13 career starts for that 1 victory and 5 seconds, but those seconds have been over distance as well. 2,200 metres was second behind Press the Pedal, then behind Halusi and Strikes Twice. Now, they're not form lines that you're going to see winning too many races. I think the blinkers going on is a big improvement. Would have liked to see them step back up in distance after winning over that 1,650, but I can understand them staying at that distance and possibly thinking they're a winning chance again, and this is a weakish field, but I'm going to go with number 1 Charlestown. From 6 Champagne Henny, number 3 KOSTYAZILCH, and 2 he's our Freddie.
Yes, I've got the 1 on top as well, Adam. Charlestown. From the 2 he's our Freddie. Number 3 KOSTYAZILCH, and 4 Witness in Court.
Race number 4 at Belmont Park, it is Perth. Race number 6 for our Singapore viewers. It's a Class 3 handicap over the 1,400 metres. And I'm intrigued about this race because I think there's some handy types that just haven't had a lot of luck. Tycoon Target was the car park wide after losing the start before by 54 lengths. Tucky's Lad was also lost 2 lengths at the start and then ran on strongly. And Special Jewel had to do it 3 wide and still finish third on that occasion as well. So if they all get a nice run, I think we could have quite a close race in the end.
We just saw the replay of Special Jewel running behind Bergio there. So let's have a look at number 1, Run for Rum, who opened up at the nice price of $21.
Getting a beautiful inside run from Kilaughlan, then Run for Rum hooked to the outside from Coco Cash, and Kilaughlan up on the fence. Terrorise sprinted away at the 200. Open up 2.5, Run for Rum. Ricky Tiki Tavi and Boe Me down the outside. Terrorise is stopping. He's still a length in front. Boe Me on the outside. Ricky Tiki Tavi, but Terrorise kept going. He got there.
It was a good performance there by Run for Rum on that occasion. Mature Otier had the ride in the 1200 metres. In the end was just too short. The 1400 here is probably ideal. 3 kilo claim as well means just 56 kilos. And barrier 2 does mean the galloper should get a really nice run. The question mark though, are those Kalgoorlie form lines? Are they strong enough to win a midweek race? Even before that, had a run at Northam and was beaten 8 lengths by Material Man as well. Has had 3 attempts at the track in distance back when Shane Coulty had the galloper, finished 3rd on 2 occasions. But I just think the galloper might be left a little bit short here.
Yeah, we'll give him his dues though. He did miss the kick bar just slightly on that occasion at Kalgoorlie, and as you mentioned, got through horses, so a little bit to like. I reckon with any other trainer, it's probably about half that quote at about $10. So interesting to see how he goes. We've also got in the race, as you mentioned, Adam, number 8, Special Jewel for the Grant and Alana Williams stable. Can it break through today? Yeah,
look, I think this is a winning race. It finished 3rd last race behind Bergio. Was 3 wide the trip. There was nothing Mature Otier could do to get in from that occasion from barrier 8. But I walked straight up to Grant Williams after that race and just said that that was a massive run. And he said he's got a lot of time for this galloper as well. Now you go back to barrier 1 with the 56 kilos. Has had an inside run before and was able to win at Pinjarra when jumping from barrier 4. Look, the form lines around her aren't great, but I was just really caught by that last start performance.
Number 7 as well here, Tucky's lad from the Justine Erkeland stable. Sean O'Donnell rides, as he usually does for Justine. Last couple of starts have been okay, but the 2 starts before that, at the start of the preparation, where he beat Astronomite and then only beaten a narrow margin by Patrimonio. Look, I think, I don't know if he's trained off or what's happened, but he's a lot better than his last 2 starts.
That's my question mark now. Has this horse just had enough? Because on form, or previous form, this horse just wins and beats Special Jewel and all of them quite comfortably. As you mentioned, beat Astronomite at the start of the prep. Good run behind Patrimonio and also behind Regal Gleam last start after missing the start by 2 lengths as well. So if Tucky's lad is right and wants to run, it wins, I think. And I think it's as simple as that. But has it had enough? We will wait and see from this race. I think that is the big concern going in. But I'm going to tip number 8, Special Jewel, with the inside barrier and William Pike. From number 7, Tucky's lad, 4 Tycoon Target and 6 Secret Doubt.
Yeah, I've got the 8 on top as well, Adam. Special Jewel from number 7, Tucky's lad, number 6, Secret Doubt, and number 5, In the Wet, Big Time FLIRT.